everyone. You are here at the Monday Night Mastermind. Jason here, and tonight, we are talking about 7 ways to create compelling content. And we all know that if you have a blog, that is one thing you want to do regularly is have content that is constantly up to date. But a lot of people have questions on how do you create content on a regular basis that is actually compelling. So I'm going to talk about 7 ways to create compelling content. All right. And if we look at the outline, I'm going to head over the 7 techniques, and I'm also talk about software that I've used to aid me in content creation. Okay. First thing you want to do, you want to write about your product or service. So you really want to know what your product or service is. So if you're in an online opportunity, you want to know all about whatever your product or service is, because that's going to help you to uh, write how-to blogs or write what is this all about. Or if you have a product, you could say, why is it so good? But the only way you can really write about it is if you know it. So you have to know your product or service, the history of it, the history of the company. And if you don't know a whole lot, or if there isn't a whole lot of information on the product or service, you want to talk to your mentor or sponsor or whoever got you into that online opportunity. And so that'll also help you to have content to write about, because whatever you're in, whatever online opportunity you're in, there's going to be others out there looking for that opportunity as well, or that product. And so if you have an article or if you have a blog that tells about the service or product, that'll help you to get up there in the search engines and have things to actually write about. And you can have firsthand experience if you used the product. So that's a good way to do. And you can also write about the do's and the don'ts on your product or service. Okay. The next one, interview top internet marketers or entrepreneurs. So you want to start with whoever your sponsor is, who had brought you into the industry. You can just interview them, because hopefully they have made sales. If they haven't, you want to see what success they have had, or who they know, or who actually sponsored them that has actually made sales and that is having success. Because interviewing top internet marketers or entrepreneurs is a great way to get content, because you're talking about success in the industry that you're in, and others will want to know about that success. And so that's something you can actually write about. And if you attend conferences, you're going to also meet other top producers in your company. So that's another way to get great content. Attend webinars. Usually the top producers in your company, whatever opportunity that is, they're going to have their own webinars. And if you attend their webinars, you can get information from them that you can write about in your blog. And that's going to help you stay in tune with what's happening in your industry by actually talking to other successful entrepreneurs in your industry. So you want to interview top internet marketers or entrepreneurs that are in your industry. Okay. Research the popular trends in your industry. So you want to do research on whatever your product or service is. You want to know all about it, not just the product or service, but the niche and the industry that you're in. So you want to know what is happening, what's on the horizon, what is to come. And so how can you do that? Join groups, because whatever industry, whatever product you're in, there's a group out there on that. And so if you join that group, they're going to be talking about it, and they may even have some information that will help you to relate to others that are just joining or that are thinking about joining, why they should get that product or service. So you want to stay on top of everything that's happening in your internet marketing industry. You want to stay on top of it, because that's going to help you be the go-to person, and others are going to see you as an expert in that field. And so you want to be on top of whatever it is, that whatever industry you're in, you want to be on top of it, so you can have a blog on it and always have updates and be seen as that go-to person. Recycle. Now, this will apply after you have a number of blogs out there. So you want to actually have a number of blogs out there. And when you have them out there, what you can do after a while is recycle those old blogs, your most popular blogs. Bring them up to date, because if you have a lot of blogs, 9 times out of 10, after a few months, that information is out of date. So you can rehash that blog and bring all that info up to date, or you can do several blogs and summarize everything. That's also a way. Or you can read other blogs and summarize what they said and bring that information up to date. So that's just using what you already have or what others already have and recycling it for the current market. Okay. Ask your readers. Now, after you actually have had your blog for a while and you have readers that are actually reading your blog, you want to ask them questions. You you want to see why are they actually reading your blog? What interests them about your blog? And you can talk to them and ask them, what would you like to see? What are you interested in me actually writing about? And so that's going to hand you other ideas to actually write about for your blog. You can even have questionnaires either on your site or within your blog to ask them, to have them engaged in the blog. And after you ask them, shortly after, you want to actually write about what they said, because that's going to show your readers that you're listening. And so that's going to make them say, okay, he or she is actually listening to what I have to say. So I'm going to read more because this is information that is relevant to me. And so you want to engage your readers, because that's going to only help you even more. Guest posting. That's a great way to get other ideas, is if you ask others to write a blog post on your site. That way you're going to get others input or others ideas on the topics that your service or product is about, and they'll be able to post that on your blog, and then you can write a follow-up to that, and then that can help you with other ideas by having others write on your blog, and you'll be able to use that to write on their blog as well. And so that'll help to also get your name out there, get more readers on your own blog that you can then, as I said in the other step, you can ask them questions so you can see what they want to hear. And then that'll hand you some other ideas on what you ought to write about. And the last one, get personal. Okay, you want to share your personal story because you want to connect with your audience. So if you share what you did right, what you did wrong, you can help others to learn from your experiences. And that's a great way to actually draw people in, to have them connect with you. If they see that you're a real person and you've been through the same things, or they're going to go through all the same things that you've already went through, and that's going to only help them relate to you more, and they're going to see you as an expert because you've been through all that they're in now. And so you'll be able to help them move to the next step. And if you could show them a step-by-step guide on how you move throughout the process, even if you haven't made any sales, if you can show them how you created this blog or how you did XYZ in your opportunity, that's going to show the newbie that you are a trusted individual, that you relate to them, and that they can trust you, and they'll want to read more from you, and they'll be engaged when you ask them questions about what they like, what they don't. So get personal. Okay, so now I'm going to actually talk about some apps that I use that have helped me to create content. The first one I have here is Word to Clean HTML. Now, if you have a blog, you know sometimes that you don't like to actually write on that blog. You like to write the content either in Microsoft Word or Evernote or anything else. But when you copy and paste that into your blog, sometimes the coding is off, and so it's not edited how you want to have it. So this is a great site that you can copy and paste your information into, and it will clean up all the HTML so you could then post it into your blog exactly how you want it. So so you don't have to worry about any errors in the code, and this is completely free. Next to Storyfy. This site here helps to embed Twitter conversations in your blog posts. So this helps to have your blog evergreen. And then what that means is that it's always relevant, because anything that's actually tweeted about that is always up to date. And so you can actually bring that into your blog post and always have that blog up to date. And that can be something you could look at months from now on what's actually being tweeted about. And then, as I said, recycle that content for a new blog on the up to date information that you've learned. Okay. And then the last one, Thing Link. This is an awesome tool that I've used where you can actually use images and make them interactive. So if you look at this image here, you'll see when I hover over it, you'll see all of these exclamations and images and Twitter feeds and video. So you can make all of your images interactive. And so that will only enhance your blog, and that can give you other ideas how readers are actually using your blog. And so that's going to have them engage more in your blog. So when you ask them questions about what they like, what they don't like, they're going to be more apt to answer and say, I like this, not so fond of this, I want to see more of X, Y, Z. So this is a great tool that you want to use. Okay. So now I'm going to just end there, but I want to emphasize that we have a product. Even though it can be used by newbies, really is for the individual that has been in for a while and they want to have a step-by-step guide on what they need to know to get to the next step. And that's why we created the 12 Steps to Online Success. So this is a great product, and we actually teach you the steps that you need to know to take your opportunity to take your online home-based business to the next level. We go over mindset, we go over free traffic generation, paid traffic generation, how to build a team, how to host your own event, how to create a brand, and on and on and on. So if you're watching this, we encourage you to head to the website mondaynightmastermind.com so you can look at this product and get it, because it's going to help you take your online home-based business to the next level. And if you have any questions, you can email us at themondaynightmastermind@gmail.com and let us know how we can help you take your enterprise, your online business to the next level.
All right. And that was it for tonight. Now I will say thank you for attending, and I'm going to open it up to questions and ask David if he has anything to add on to what I talked about.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I'm going to ask from a compelling content standpoint, I may have missed this. Like, how much time would you suggest a person goes about trying to research what kind of content they need to actually give their audience? Like, if they were going to write something in the morning, would they need to research the actual content? How would they go about getting information on the actual content if it wasn't something they already knew off the top of their head?
Well, if they didn't know anything about the topic at all, I would say it's going to probably take them about an hour, minimum, just to actually learn more about the topic and how to actually write about it. But then once they have a groove and they actually know what they're talking about, they'll be able to knock these out in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just gonna be longer at the start if they don't have an idea on the topic.
Okay. That was pretty much it for all of my questions.
Okay. All right, and that was all I had. And so next week we're gonna have David teaching. And do you know what you're gonna teach about next week, David?
Not at this time, I don't, but I will provide an update in the group.
Okay. All right. And we are happy you all joined us today, and we hope you had a good President's holiday, and we hope to see you all next Monday, same time and same channel. All right. Talk to you later and have a good night.